If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
I've always been told I gotta be strong. Thick-skinned, stiff upper lip, tough as nails. But to be everything for everybody, it wears on you. Black don't crack, they say. But it can. I can. We all can. Y'all, it's okay to not be okay. Reach out to a friend if you see them going through it. No matter who you are, being vulnerable is what makes us whole. Learn how to help at seizetheawkward.org. And check out badbitcheshavebaddays2.com for even more resources, hotties.
Hey, welcome to the Linzie Show, and I am your host. Yes, I am here every Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, bringing you lifestyle topics. And today, guys, I have my good friend, Miss April Jones, with me today. Guys, this is my girl, and we are just like having fun with life. But April, man, I tell you, once you hear her story and all that she has has experience and does in life, you're going to be just as excited about her as I am. So let's do it. April, welcome to my show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited. I'm excited for you. You doing big things. Anna, the Anna Linzie Show. Who does that? But Anna. Anyway, yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's put our headsets on, April, and then we'll be able to hear
Okay.
one another clear.
Okay.
We are ready.
We are
ready. Again, thank you, April. When we first met, it was like connection.
Absolutely.
Automatic connection.
Absolutely. My son, actually your son and my son play on the same football team, go to the same school. And my son told me one day, he said, you know what, Mom, you need to meet this lady, Miss Anna. I said, oh, okay. He said, she reminded me so much of you.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely correct. He hit that on the head.
He did. He did. It was crazy because it was like twins.
Like the chemistry, the energy. We love the same things. We're passionate about our families, our kids, our businesses. Mm-hmm. So yes, we're a perfect little fit.
We are. And so what I really enjoy about it is that we laugh. We laugh a lot.
Girl, do we laugh? At our phones all the time.
I'm hoping we're going to get through this show because we love laughing, and I don't know why, it's just so funny most of the time.
I think it's a spiritual thing.
Girl.
when you connect with your girl, that's just what it is.
That's a blessing. I really appreciate it. I know you love me and I love you too. So.
Absolutely.
And, it's just great just to have the bond, because I do feel that God gave us a bond.
Oh, he did. He know what he's doing when he do what he do.
Yes, he does. Well, I want to tell you guys a little bit more about April in her own words. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. But yes, let's hear it. My journey to entrepreneurship started many, many years ago when I was about 14 years old. I got my inspiration from a small boutique in Texas City, Texas, that was located on 4th Street by the name of Lowe's Fashion.
That's correct.
The moment I went into the store, I knew that fashion and the hair industry was going to be the path I would pursue. Shortly after graduating from Texas City High in 1985, I attended the St.
San Jack?
Okay, South, to get my cosmetology license. Mm-hmm. Long after, pursue becoming my own boss and opening up a salon by the name of Ebony and Ivory, and later the name was changed to QAB Beauty Bar, which is owned and operated today in Lamarck, Texas. After many years behind the chair, I decided to step out on faith to open my second business in October 2009.
Yes, I did.
I'm ready to go get it.
Trust it was a faith leap too.
Go girl. Queen's Attic Boutique, which is located inside of the Salon. The collaboration of these two businesses were perfect for every woman that is looking for a one-stop stop that caters to her self-care. The hair and fashion is what I love. And I hope that I have been an inspiration throughout the many years I have been in business to young women that want to pursue entrepreneurship lifestyle. And you have.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. I have to mention that my family support was amazing through the journey. I can truly say my dreams became my reality. Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Yes,
That's
yes,
all I
yes.
can say.
And all of that I know to be true. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but you have been an inspiration to the community, and it's obvious through the many awards that you have received, the recognition as a community leader and as a community advocate. Not only your customers, I see them shout out all the time on social media. Like,
Yeah.
I love your humble. One thing I instantly is just your polish. When you first meet you, you can tell that you're a very polished, poised lady.
Oh wow. Thank you.
But shortly after that, so humble. Yes, so humble and transparent. I mean, that's what I mean, you talk about April, that's my girl there.
Right.
Just the and the courage. I just see lots of courage, and I know that you have a story behind it, and I wanted you guys in the audience to get to know the lady that we all know here, and have been blessed to be around. So, with that said, April, I like to play a game.
Okay.
It's called the word game.
Okay.
And my game is here. It's here. Well, you know what? It is here.
It's there.
There we go. My setup's just a little different today. I have to get with it. I'm going to give you a word.
Okay.
You tell me the first thing that comes to mind or thought that comes to mind.
Okay.
Confidence.
April. Look, April, courageous, step out on faith, being assured, and I have to give a lot of that to my family, especially the men that were in my life. A lot of people don't have that opportunity to have their fathers, their grandfathers present in their life, and I think that was one of my biggest accomplishments as far as having family. A lot of times when men are absent in kids' lives, they run to all the wrong things, especially if they don't have a good example. So I really have to give a shout out to my grandparents, my grandfathers, my dad. He was a man of his word. He fought for our country. He was a judge. He was a constable. So we had a lot. I had a lot to look forward to. So that's kind of how my journey went.
Yeah, you had an example with him and your mom. I mean, I was blessed to meet and be around them, but oh my goodness, your parents are so nurturing. I mean, it's like you don't meet a stranger. They don't meet a stranger.
Right.
They take you right in. And it's in your dad, that is his contagious smile. I mean, how did he do it as a judge?
So quiet and humble.
Yes.
So experienced.
And isn't he the first constable? Was he the first
He
constable?
is the first Black official deputy constable and JP judge in Galveston County.
That is amazing,
Yeah.
bro. That is
so stepping out on faith is, it was second nature to me because I seen my dad do it. It was just second nature. So yeah,
The standard was set.
it was.
It was set,
It
and your
was.
mom being right there, and
Mhm.
oh my goodness,
Very supportive.
and she's a boss in her own right.
Absolutely.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And we want to talk about her cooking.
Yeah. Let's leave that out.
Oh, girl, Ooh,
We were like, what was that?
oh my goodness. What did she, this melt in your mouth?
Yeah.
What did she do to the food? And
That's
you,
what
you
everyone
grew
said.
up on it.
Yes, I did.
Mm,
I
mm,
did.
mm.
I did.
I know. We were like, she is such a
She
foodie.
cooked with so much love.
She does.
She does.
What was the last dinner that she made for us? Because you guys, I've had the privilege of being invited to the holiday dinners, and it's always
Absolutely.
like, yes, I'm coming.
Just name a dish, girl.
Oh,
Her
my
macaroni and
goodness.
cheese is,
What
I don't
was
even
that?
know what she put in that.
Oh.
Everyone asks, what do your mom put in her macaroni and cheese? I said, I wish I knew. Because I don't. And even when she tell me, I'm like, Mama, I could never duplicate this macaroni and cheese.
It's just her.
Yeah,
I think it's
it
just
is. It is.
Yeah, I'm sure people are like, every time Anna gets on show, she's talking about food. I guess I'm a foodie. I don't know, but no, I do have to give your mom like,
Oh yeah.
you know, her props, man. I tell you, we're gonna go to another word.
Okay, let's do it.
Love.
God,
Mm-hmm.
family,
Mm-hmm.
me. Again, that's one of my characteristics. I love to love.
Oh, me too.
Yes, I love
Me
to
too.
love.
I do.
Mhm. Yeah.
Some people are afraid of love, Abram.
I you know what? I know. Matter of fact, me and my mom was having a conversation about that today,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, you know, people are always saying that they love other people. She said, but do you think they really love them? I say, I know when I say it,
Mm-hmm.
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know, I can't speak for anyone else, but I say, yeah, I definitely, yes, I love.
Yeah.
And I love to love.
Yeah, me too.
It's so
I
easy.
agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
it's so easy.
It feels more healthy. You know,
It
you and I are into health, you know,
Yes.
health all the way around, and love has to be part of
It has
health.
to be part of it. It's
Yeah.
part of the recipe to life.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay. Annoyances.
Annoying.
What makes you annoyed?
What makes me annoyed?
Yes.
Ignorance
Mhm.
annoy me. Something as simple as don't make that turn too sharp because you know you're gonna tear the rim of your car up. That's just an example. When you know better, you should do better.
Mhm.
You know, some people they know
Mhm.
not to do what they do, but they do it anyway.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
really, ignorance is at the top of the list for me because it's just so bliss.
Yeah, it's once you I guess it's what you said. Once you know
Mhm.
better, because we all have to learn. But the thing is, you know, pass the test.
Yeah,
Pass the test.
and a lot of times they flunk the test from what ignorance.
Yeah, and we can get better. We should get better.
We should.
We
We
should.
should.
Yeah. Okay. Applesauce.
Pork chops.
Pork
You know, applesauce goes so good with Perry's pork chops. It's on the menu. I'm not kidding.
The restaurant.
Yes. Hey, look it up, you guys.
Okay.
That's why she said applesauce. Yes, pork chops.
At Perry's restaurant. If you haven't been to Perry's, it's inside, but there is a restaurant here named Perry's because this is a nationwide program, television network here. But is it Perry's the chain?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
It's a chain.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so the applesauce and the pork chop.
Okay, applesauce.
That
Applesauce.
was good though, Perry's.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought about. And babies.
Yeah.
And babies.
Yeah. I like to like the little, you know, the off guard type of.
Oh yeah. I like it.
Okay, good. Holidays.
Holidays are everything. Which one?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I am a holiday queen.
Yes, we are.
So-
you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, your family. Yes, we
I
love.
take holiday to the next level. I do. And I love it because I know that's a time that the family is going to come together.
And they do.
And friends. Because a lot of my friends, like you, are my family.
Yes.
So yeah, holidays are my thing. I host Thanksgiving. My
Mhm.
sister hosts Christmas,
Mhm.
and we look so forward to doing it.
Yeah.
I complain though when I'm up all night cooking all night, but it's just something to complain
Mhm.
about. I don't really mean it.
You and you guys go all out. I
Yes.
mean, Trish, your sister, she's an interior designer, and
Mhm.
I mean, Trish, both of your homes are just beautiful. It's like a magazine. I mean, really, guys, it's really like a magazine. Trish
Thank you.
has the huge ornaments, and she changes out each year,
She does.
right?
She does. She's very intentional about
Oh
Christmas.
gosh, she's so creative, and I would love to have her here.
Yeah.
She's so creative.
Yeah.
You are too. You
We
are
need
too.
to have her here.
Yeah. Okay, the last one,
Okay.
fashion.
Girl, you know, fashion is me all the way. So I just think, well, growing up, first of all, you gave a little introduction about how did I become who I am. So when I was very young, I had to be about 14 years old,
Mhm.
and this was in Texas City. It was a store called Lowe's, and I would go in there. That's when kids could walk into stores because they knew how to act. Anyway, I just loved how it smelled. I loved how elegant it was. I loved Miss Lowe. And I'm not sure if she's still here or not. I loved her. She
Oh.
never treated me any different from any other customer. She knew I couldn't afford nothing in there. I mean, I loved it so much I would have worked for free.
Oh my goodness. And this is a boutique, right?
This is a boutique
And
that was around for years.
my goodness, that wasn't very common, but keep going.
But yeah, and that's kind of how that started. The hair thing, which I'm a stylist, it was just a gift that God gave me. He just dropped it out the sky to me. And it really wasn't a gift that I was trying to do. It just kind of, you know, it fell into my lap, actually.
Let's talk about it. How'd you get there?
So when I would be in school, I was always different from everybody else. Always different. I always did the most with my hair. I always did the most with my clothes. My room looked better than my mom's room. That was just me. And so little by little, of course, I had a child like right after high school, and it kind of paused me going off to college. And I was good. So people always wanted me to braid hair and, roll their hair and all of that. And finally, my parents said, why don't you just go ahead and get your license and go to school? And I was like, okay, well, that'll be something I could just have up under my belt. And I wanted to pursue interior design and fashion design. So it all just, God said, okay, this is where you're going to start. You're going to start right here. And that's kind of how it fell into my lap. And from there, I just moved on. I was bold. Started the boutique thing, shortly after, and it just all came together. So I just collaborated the two things together, and now I'm slowly but surely kind of pulling some of the home design and interior into my path, into my world, into the whole package. But yeah.
Yeah, because you've been featured in a couple magazines.
I have.
Your home actually has been featured in a couple magazines.
Yes.
Cooking. I remember that one article where you
I did the soup.
The soup, yes, that was.
Yeah.
Do you remember the type of soup you made?
It was a spicy chicken soup.
Yeah, and then they brought the cameras in, set up, and featured you.
They did.
Was that the cooking that they featured, or was it your home? Because
they hey, listen, when they came in, I think they were more blown away than I was of even doing the whole deal for them. So yeah, I cooked it. I cooked the soup for them, and actually, they said they never eat.
Oh.
But they sit down and ate. They said it just draw them in. They said the house, the way the food smelled, like man, thank you. But yeah, and people ask me right now today about my soup.
But you also are featured on a monthly basis in a magazine. Tell us about that.
So one of my cousins, she was being featured on this magazine, and she said you ought to do it because it can help promote your business, and it actually does. They kind of talk to you, like the different tabs. They ask you, what do you like to do? What do you like to eat? And they just kind of draw you in. Of course, they promote whatever business you have. Yeah, it's a fun magazine. It has a lot of information, which I need you to be in the magazine Anna
Yes,
Lindsay.
I just pulled out one that I had featured my boutique in. I was like, I really should highlight my accomplishments more.
Yes.
It's just been busy going from one thing to the next. But I pulled it up. I was like,
This lady
okay.
is the busiest lady on the planet.
Well, we're together. We're
I don't know.
together.
I think you're the busiest.
I don't know. But yeah, but the magazine that you're referring to, I appreciate you mailing me one. I got one in the mail, and I was like, "Yay!"
Yes,
It's really nice. So you guys check it out. Tell me the name of the magazine.
What is the name of the magazine?
I just remember your. Well, we'll get it. We'll
Yeah, we'll
highlight
get
it
it.
because
We'll highlight it.
we're gonna have.
I done been in a couple of magazines. I cannot remember the name of it right off the head. I was in Coastal magazine.
I'm trying to think of the one that came in mail, but anyway, we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll highlight it. We'll highlight it.
Cool.
What inspires you the most, April?
What inspires me the most? Entrepreneurship definitely does. And I like that because it inspires me because I see what you can do. I don't like having a boss. I want to be the boss, but I want to be a good boss.
Yes,
I'm not the type to try to boss you. I want to lead by example. Let me say it like that because I know this is gonna go live, and some of the girls that work with me probably will see this, but I appreciate them because without them, it would make the journey harder.
Yeah.
But I want to be example because whenever they decide to step out and go and own their own businesses, I want them to see how it go. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So it's not all good, but it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know that personally.
Yeah.
And we enjoy it.
Yeah, we do. It's a calling, I think. It's inside of you, and you just have
Yeah,
to.
because I've been a business owner for almost 25 years.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking 25. It may be more. Yeah.
And I know that your employees, you do my hair, and I shop with you. You shop with me. I love that.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that. But the ladies, the atmosphere, and the ladies, everyone takes on a real
Responsibility.
sweet,
Yeah.
open, professional
Very.
stance there at your shop.
Oh, yeah.
And that goes from the head down, because normally the way the head operates is the way the staff will operate for the most part.
Absolutely.
You can see it. The pride, and you gotta stay busy.
We do.
Oh my goodness.
Lord, I thank you.
Yeah, you guys are busy.
Yes, we are.
In your events, you've done lots of
Lots of events.
highlight just a few of those events that you've done.
Okay, I do a trunk show. I have a trunk show that I do. I have done several fashion shows. This past year, we did what did we call it? A sip and shop.
Oh yeah.
We did the sip and shop where I bring in vendors, other people that can highlight their businesses inside of my business. I think that's very important, and it worked, and they're very appreciative of that. A lot of people don't want to invite people into their house to make money, but I feel like this: what's for you is for you. And it's enough for all of us out here. So yeah, we have another event that's going to be coming up. I haven't exactly set a date yet, but it's the event that I like to highlight my clients and customers that has come, that come through and support us on a weekly and a daily basis. So
customer appreciation time. Yeah. I came one time, and I think it's the sip. What was it?
Yeah, it was a sip and shop.
The sip and shop.
Oh, we do a wig show too.
Oh my goodness.
A wig event.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that one as well. They're good, they're fun.
They are so much fun.
I love that the community comes out to support you. You do have a lot of love in the community.
I do.
They come and support. So that's always nice.
Yes.
That's just a testament to who you are. What is your favorite pastime?
My favorite pastime. When do I have pastime?
You and
Gym. I like to go to the gym. That's one of my favorite pastimes, which is very necessary. Church.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes just meditation. Just self-meditation. Whether it's at home in my spa or just sitting on my couch. Sitting back. Because sometimes I have to get up and I walk around the house and say, Lord, thank you. Because what did I do to deserve this? I know it's other people that work just as hard as I did. And look how you have shined your light on me. So I'm a very grateful, humble person.
And it's probably why, because you know you do appreciate, you know, it's just like your kids. The more that one kid say, "Oh, mom, I love you," and listens to you, that's the one you're like, "Okay, what do you want?" It gets you. It's easier to give him things, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
absolutely.
sure we could learn
We
these
have to talk
things.
about those grandkids, girl. Look, I love them with all my heart and soul.
Well, let's talk about those grandbabies. We have your husband Jeff,
Mm-hmm.
and let's go from Anthony.
So I have Anthony. Anthony is 37.
And he's oldest.
He's my oldest
Okay.
child, and I have my daughter, which is Fendi, and my baby boy, which is Lee.
Lee.
So Anthony, the oldest one, he has 5 kids, ages 14 to 3, 5. Yes. And then Fendi have her 2 daughters, and Lee have a boy and a girl.
So that makes you and Jeff grandparents of how many?
9.
9.
9.
But
Yes.
you know what? All of them, I mean, they don't miss a beat.
They don't.
I mean, especially with Anthony and Monique,
Mm-hmm.
the practices. I mean, they just run,
Yes.
and just the love you see. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
Brady Bunch
Yeah.
without the separation.
Right.
It's just like the house that just ran, and Monique does an amazing
She does.
job there.
Let me tell you something. I love my daughter-in-law.
Yes.
You know, and I know a lot of people can't say that, but I love that girl.
Mm-hmm.
She is such a boss. She needs to come
She
to the
is.
show too.
She said she will. So,
She's
I mean,
such a boss. She's just great all the way around.
She is.
And my son is such a great father that's so in tune with his kids, and I love that about him. I really appreciate. I'm grateful.
Mm-hmm.
God has been good to me.
Fendi's going on doing her
Oh, yes.
accomplishments. And,
Yes, my daughter is so accomplished in her
Mhm.
in her business. She's a teacher, she's an educator, and she just won a big award.
I seen that.
Yeah, she got the Teachers Excellent the Kinder Award. Like, you could look that one up.
Wow.
Yeah, they awarded her $25,000.
I seen that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That is amazing. Just go get him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very amazing.
And then those two the two of you, just the last edition, adorable.
Aren't they cute? They
Oh
almost,
my
they
goodness.
unbelievable. Yeah, like,
You just want to go like,
yeah, where did y'all come from?
those cheeks and oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay, let's get back to you know, we'll talk grandparent.
Yeah,
We will laugh, we will eat, and we'll talk
We'll
grandparent.
talk about those kids, that's for sure.
We'll talk about them. So, what is your greatest success moment, April?
My greatest success moment. You know, one of them this was very recent. I mean, I done had a couple. Let's just say this. So one of them was when T-Pain reached out to me to come and be on set and
Okay.
do his girl group that really, it never got off the ground like it should have. But that was major.
Yeah.
Because I had to make a decision right then if I was gonna leave my clients that day and catch a flight to Atlanta and do what I did, and I did.
Mhm.
My clients understood. It was very fun. That was a moment, you know, to get paid a guap to go do a couple of heads, and they
Okay.
pay for your airfare, your limousine, and I'm talking limo,
Okay.
your room, all of that. So that was one of my greatest moments. Like,
Okay.
you know, that's something that you could kind of brag about.
Mm-hmm.
Here in the community, when I was invited to be on the board
Yes.
with the Chamber of Commerce, so I have to give a shout out to them.
Mhm.
My girl Georgia that owns Carrot Creations down in Texas City, she was like, we need to get this girl in. So I really appreciate her for that.
Mhm.
That was a great moment because you just don't see it a lot. You don't see, you know, the brown skinned people, you know, being in that room very much. And you know, slowly but surely they're breaking a bunch of those different barriers. But a lot of times we don't even realize what we have at our fingertips. The chamber is a great source of information. It's like a pool of information. You can, you know, they will highlight your business. You just need to get involved.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we just don't know. We just don't know what we don't know.
It's the networking.
It's very
And
much the networking.
you know, we're big on the networking.
Mhm.
So it's the networking.
So yeah.
Yeah, cool. Cool. Do you have any moments of doubt in life?
Any moments of doubt?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as an entrepreneur, it can be challenging, and it has been earlier in life more challenging. You know, it's been those times where I just said, you know what, maybe this is not what I should be doing. And I thank God for friends and family that said, absolutely, this is what you should be doing.
Yeah.
And kind of pushed me out of that mindset. And I'm so grateful for that. It's crazy because Deborah called me the other day and she see how the business is going now.
Uh-huh.
And she said, I'm so proud of you. She said, do you remember when you was telling me, you know what, I'm done with, you know, doing what I'm doing? And she said, you're absolutely not done.
I mean, that just I mean, I wanted to hear the answer because, you know, there's always, but that just sounds funny coming from you because, you know, you're always the one that's encouraging.
Right.
But no,
I don't think I meant it. I think I was just in my feelings, you know.
It gets hard.
Yeah, sometimes you just,
Well,
because we're that person, you know, just like tonight, you know, getting ready for the set.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure everything is perfect. And that's how I am. I want everything to be perfect. I want my business to run like a business, you know, not all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it just get tough when you don't have enough help when you're small.
Building.
Yeah.
You're
Building your
and
brand.
selling. Oh my goodness. And we're both of us, we're in a position of, okay, we build, you know,
Right.
we built, and now we're in a position of scaling.
Scaling, yes.
Oh my
absolutely.
goodness. And you hear that term a lot, and it's not that it's hard. I wouldn't say the word hard. It's just, it takes work.
It takes dedication. It takes
Mhm.
consistency. I tell people that all the time. Anybody can just, you know, start something, but if you're not going to be consistent about it, guess what? It's going to fail.
Yeah.
So yeah, and another one of my aha moments was the internet. You know,
Okay.
the internet, being able to do what we're doing now, being able to scale your business because without, you know, paying a guap for commercials and ads and all of that. So the internet was a great jump start for me when I started the boutique.
Mm-hmm.
I started posing in my
And you're super cute with it.
own.
Super cute. I'm like, cuteness overload.
I'll take that. But yeah, that was the one of my aha moments.
I'm sorry. I had a thought. Sorry. You almost went viral. Or did
I
you
did.
go viral?
I did a post on Instagram.
You did go viral, right?
I did go
Okay,
viral.
I'm gonna say, I mean, let me correct that. You did go.
Yeah, I did a post on Instagram in one of my outfits, and basically I was just going through to just find some content, and really wasn't it because, you know, I was more of a Facebook girl than an Instagram girl, so I didn't know. So my daughter-in-law called me and she said, have you seen your Instagram? And I was like, no. And she said, you have like 147,000 people that's looking at you. Like, people was everywhere. I called my brother. I was like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do with this? He was like, girl, you don't have that many outfits in your boutique.
He's gonna tell you.
So he told me the truth. But yeah, that was
You went there, though. You met the challenge.
I did.
You sure did.
I did.
Yes, you
And that's
did.
just how quick things can happen. It was a good picture.
Mhm.
You know, I was thanking people for my business, and basically it went viral.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. What is the greatest entrepreneur myth? We talked about this.
The greatest entrepreneur myth.
Do you remember what
I can't even, you know, you and I talk about so
we
many things.
do? But and the reason why I wanted to bring that question back is because it was such a good answer. It really was. I'm going to tell you, and then if you think of something else, you tell us.
Okay.
You tell us, okay? You said that you will fail. the myth is that if you become an entrepreneur, you
Oh
will fail.
yeah,
I thought that was a
Yeah.
very good answer.
yeah, failure.
Failure.
That's what I said, failure.
That
Yeah,
people
And-
think they'll fail.
every time. And fear.
It's
You
it.
remember we talked about that?
Mhm.
And fear. Failure and fear
Mhm.
equals the devil, which is a liar. And we both know that. We both know that. So yeah,
Exactly.
you have to, yeah,
I just thought that was such a good answer.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Failure and fear. Those two will stop you from walking through the door.
Yes. Well, guys, guess what? We have talked about a lot, and we're having so much fun.
Yeah. I'm just excited to be here. My friend doing her thing in this place. The Emma Linzie show. I love this. I'm gonna interview her one time on her own
Let's
show.
do it. Let's do it.
Because this lady is so well accomplished. And she moves like a mouse. She's quiet. She don't have to say a lot, but she do a lot.
Let's do it. I would love that. You would be great at interviewing.
Oh yeah. I gotta get you.
Yes.
I gotta get you.
We're going to plan
So we're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna be the host and she's gonna be the what do you call me?
I'm going to be the guest.
The guest.
I'm going to be the guest.
Okay. Stay tuned, y'all.
But you need those friends. We haven't talked about friends yet. Okay, but we need those friends that balance us, as you can tell, and see. One is, you said I'm quiet, but we balance each other.
We really do. We really do.
Hey guys, as you can tell, we're having a blast here. So we want to just take a small break, and I want to thank Miss April Jones for coming in and
My pleasure, friend.
hanging out with her friend and sharing who she is and sharing about this evening with us. So we'll see you in just a moment.
Okay, let's do it.
Do you have prediabetes? If you do, you're not alone. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, and more than 80% don't know they have it. Prediabetes is a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. But now, North Carolina residents with prediabetes can enroll in a free or low-cost national diabetes prevention program. You can make healthy changes with support from this proven program. Get started now at joinaprogram.org.
When the stadium lights are dimmed, when the cameras stop flashing, when the pads are off, the pressure sinks in and it's just me in a world of expectation. Nobody can carry that alone. But pressure doesn't have to be carried alone. What if we came together as a team? Embrace talking openly about our mental health.
If we reached out, checked in.
Seize the awkward.
Imagine what we could do.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One, two, three. Hey, Courtney, we're coming back in. Hey, you guys, you just heard it. You heard me and my girl, April. We've been talking here about entrepreneurship, and we have been talking about life and family and the road of success. And I just want to go ahead and get back into it. Thanks, April. I have my friend April Jones. She is the owner of QAB Beauty Bar and also Queen's Attic Boutique. She is a pillar here in this community. She serves on the Chambers of Commerce board. And we just really appreciate having such quality. I appreciate having such a quality friend, but
Thank
also
you.
having a quality lady here that is sharing her information and experiences with us. So, April, again, we were talking about entrepreneurship. We've been talking about that pretty much throughout our interview. Uh, I want to talk about self-worth.
Okay.
I think that's going to help, ladies and hopefully some men too, but ladies, because self, you and I, we we stand pretty courageous in what we do, and you have to have courage to be an entrepreneur, but also just a person who is okay with yourself. I think it takes courage to be okay with yourself.
It does.
And I think that that's part of self-worth. People struggle with self-worth. Some people do, not all, but we're here to help. We're here to
Absolutely.
hopefully be an inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to someone who is wanting to own themselves in a way that you do?
What I would say to them first, you got to make up your mind what you want to do in life if we're talking about just the journey of life. Second of all, you can't fall for just anything. A lot of times, what I see today, I'm just going to say what I see today is young women not knowing their self-worth. Just because, a lot of them want to mimic what they see, on social media, which a lot of times is just a show. I know I done been behind the scenes, so I know how that go. So you have to really, really come into you have to sit back sometime and meditate on who you are and what your self-worth is worth. And the only person that can determine that is you. A lot of times, I tell my kids this: show me your friends, and I'll show you your future.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Shortcuts last a short while. And so all of that, when you put that all into one big bowl, you can figure out which way to go, left or right. So your self-worth got to be about family, well, God first, family, and then the rest of fall, in line. I tell a lot of people, that's trying to figure out what is my purpose in life. And once you figure that out, and a lot of people hadn't, but once you do figure it out, and if you're all in, if you intentional, if you consistent with what your passion is, your profit is gonna follow you. And I love that. Yeah, it will. It will. So you just got to make up your mind what you're worth. And a lot of women just don't know because they haven't had great examples. Find a church, find a friend, and a good friend, or make a friend. Get uncomfortable. That's another one.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to get uncomfortable. Oh, she been my friend 15 years, but she doing all kind of jacked up stuff. And that's not what you want to mimic. You want to find you someone that you can mimic. They can pull you up to the top. So I found myself having to do that myself. I started finding motivational speakers, going to different workshops, so I can interact with different people. Like when I became a member of the chamber, I could say I was like, oh crap, I am the tadpole in the pond. But it was a good spot because it made me very intentional. It made me a better listener. I wanted to understand what was my purpose there. So, it's really not a bad thing. It's called, it makes you grow.
Makes you grow. Right. Right. Yeah. I agree that, with everything you're saying, and, in addition to, I would think that in self-worth, you would have to look inside and want to make those adjustments, challenge those thoughts of that come like I'm no good.
Yeah.
Nobody likes me.
Right.
Woe is me. The character flaws that we see. my eyes are too,
Yeah.
this, and
My lips are too big.
yeah,
You know.
this is to that, just that negative thought, the negative self talk that we do to ourselves. Minimize that. I mean, shut it.
You have to. You do
shut
have
it
to.
down. I mean, bring it in practice.
Yeah.
It's not overnight, right?
And you know what else I think helps that? And I want to say this while we're here.
Mhm.
I think being healthy
Oh yeah.
plays a major role in how you show up. You know, people always say, "Man, you're 56 years old." What?
Yes.
It's all about how you take care of yourself too. At the end of the day, God. If we start eating from the earth, if it's coming from the earth, it's God anyway.
Yeah.
And it just makes you feel better.
Yes, it does. And you started on your juicing just recently. I'm almost there. You started your juicing, but you're right, because if you are feeling, just think when we're eating better, or just have that way of life.
Ain't it crazy how that happens though?
Yeah.
It's just, to me, it's just crazy how that happens when you're eating better, drinking better, you being intentional about your health, you keeping yourself hydrated,
Exercising
and exercising. Yeah, you got to
moving your body.
You got to
Move your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think differently.
You really do.
So that's part of the self-worth,
It is.
because you're making yourself a priority. Because we give what you, and we hear it all the time, but it's really true. You can't give what you don't have.
Absolutely.
You can't give what you don't have. You have babies. We're big on family. If you don't, if we have business, we have employees. We have people. We have ourselves. See, you if you don't partake of it yourself,
if you don't take care of this temple, guess what? You're gonna flunk. You're gonna fail, because the thing about it, it's gonna crumble. You're gonna feel bad. You can't focus. It's so much that comes along with you being intentional about your health and keeping your body and your mind hydrated. And I love meditation. Meditation is another thing.
We do. We
Yeah.
yoga. You're a yoga girl. A yoga partner.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things that we really, really have to take the time to do for ourselves. And a lot of times we're running and gunning, and we forget about the one thing that we shouldn't forget about, which is ourselves.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But you have to do it. You have to make time to do it.
Make time to do it, and then make it a habit to do it. Then you don't have to.
Then it's not a job.
No strict rules, but if you can get that momentum going, and no pressure, but just get that momentum going and make it a daily, lifestyle.
Right.
We're pretty big on lifestyle. It's not just being polished on the outside and
and you're feeling crazy on the inside.
Yeah,
it doesn't work, because it's eventually going to show up.
It's
just like when you plant a seed, it has to start down in the roots, and then it have to grow up and out, and that's just what it is.
And it takes
time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna say the same thing. Baby steps, because I remember times in my life that I didn't own myself. I didn't know myself, but I always wanted to know myself. I'm thinking adolescence, because you grow. You don't automatically grow into maturity.
Right.
It's time to be mature and to be a mature woman. But I do remember those times of confusion, and really wanting to be and own myself in a way, and show up in the world. And I'm just grateful. I'm with you on that. I'm grateful today that God has given me the grace to show up the way
that you show up.
I need to show up. Show up for my kids. Show up for him. Show up for my family. Show up for my friends. Show up for
your businesses. You flourish.
And it's fun. Tell them, April, it's fun.
It's so much fun.
It's fun. Happy things. It's fun.
It really is. And you feel accomplished when you see how you have accomplished things. Like, you feel really, really good when you put your all into your business, into yourself. it shows up and you feel so good about it because that's the one thing. Can't nobody take it from
No
you.
one can take it from you.
And you have a story to tell.
And you're helping others.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
helping others.
Because there's somebody watching you.
And hopefully right now,
Yeah.
you're helping others, and just that you can, and you deserve it.
Absolutely.
You deserve
Absolutely.
it. Anyway,
Mhm.
you know me.
Mhm.
You know me. That's just my thing. Because I know I've been in places where in life where it just us, sad. Not it wasn't okay for me.
Yeah. It wasn't.
It wasn't okay, but I was determined.
And you did it, baby.
I was determined. I think that's what you had to have as
Mhm.
well. Determination.
Yeah.
Determination.
Stay focused.
So I think I can describe you
Come on.
in a
Let me
lot of ways.
Let me see. Let me hear. Let me hear.
But I thought, in closing here, I thought that I would go ahead and end it with the 3 C's.
Let's hear.
Confidence,
Yes, absolutely.
courage,
I am courageous
and conviction.
every day.
Does it sound
You
like
did
it?
it. Yes, you did it, Emma.
I did that.
Yes.
I did that. So yeah, what do you think about that?
I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
I think you did a good job.
good.
Mhm.
Is there anything else you want to say to the audience before we close?
I would like to tell whoever is listening out there, hey, whatever you're trying to do, just do it. The only person can fail you is you, not someone else, only you. Have a deaf ear to all of naysayers. You want to be focused on a business, your family, your friends. Sometimes you have to make a decision, and the decision may not feel well. But if it's to better you, to better your surroundings, you have to do it. That's what we had to do. We had to step out on faith and trust the process. Ask God to clean that heart up. So when you're making these decisions, you can't make a good decision and your heart is not in the right place. You agree?
I agree.
You
I'm glad you said
cannot.
that.
Yeah.
You had to ask for clean.
Yeah, you
You
have
had to
to.
strive for that.
Yeah.
Strive for it. Yeah.
And so many people, that's praying and their hearts are not in the right place. God don't hear your prayers when you're doing that. So yeah.
Yeah. Good.
But that's it. Go for it.
Good. Yes, go for it. Every day.
Yeah, go for it.
Every day.
Every day is a new day.
Every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Take those steps.
And another thing, it may be bigger than you, but it ain't never bigger than God.
That's true. That is true.
It may be bigger than you sometimes when you're going through, but if you keep your hands in His hands,
And it's the purpose.
yeah,
Your purpose for being here.
absolutely,
Your purpose for your existence
yes,
is to be you.
period.
Period.
Yeah.
To be you.
Period.
Period. Let me ask one more question for closing. What do you hope to leave as your legacy?
Of course, my business. That would be one, but I hope that I leave confidence, being courageous, being intentional and very persistent and consistent about whatever it is that you want to do, because I truly feel like I have led by example and loving your family through it all.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's wholesome. Yeah.
And that's the truth.
So tell us as we close, what are tell us about your products and your services again, and your contact information. How can we reach you?
Okay. So you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. That's Queen's Attic. That's QUEENSATTIC Boutique. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook with QAB Beauty Bar, which is my salon. I have 8 young ladies, talented young ladies that work side by side with me every day. I appreciate them so much. I love it. I love having a team of women that's getting it, that's on that's on the journey of that real entrepreneurship. I love it. I love it. And then the clothing line, which came in 2009, I stepped out on faith. I didn't know a whole lot about that. You know, I was confident behind the chair because that's, you know, that's where I came from. But yeah, it's all a part of me. So yeah, QueensAddictBoutique.com. Look me up.
On Instagram too.
Yeah, on Instagram, both places, Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, I have cute stuff too. Cute units, hair,
Yes.
but I mean, hey, I'm a full package.
You are, because you're doing a lot of coloring. You're a color specialist.
Yes.
And I mean,
I'm a weavologist.
Yes.
I'm a color specialist. Yeah, I'm a weavologist. Yes, I have several certifications in different type of techniques. Whether you want, you know, weaves, wigs, microlinks, sew-ins, glue-ins, you name it.
Healthy hair.
Yeah, healthy hair,
Mm-hmm.
relaxers, cuts. Hey, listen, I've been behind the chair 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, go check me out. I mean, I got, yeah, the plug is out there. Go check me out. Yeah, that's it.
I'm just trying.
Look at me.
I'm just trying to get you to tell me.
I'm just saying.
I know. She's right though. I mean, it's just check out my girl. It's all of what she said for real. So hey, what do you think?
I love it. I
All right.
love it. It was a great show.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be her co-host.
We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna
Yeah.
make that happen. Hey guys, thanks again. I just had a blast with my friend, and I'm sure you guys could tell. You could tell her behind, you could tell. But again, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in to this evening to the Anna Linzie Show. You can catch me every Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on Clarke TV Network. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals